change has always been a very difficult thing for people to get to grips with. However, in today's day and age, they have no alternative but to change, and that's where I come in. And I essentially work with finance professionals and managers in businesses to help them to change and understand where they could be going from where they are today. That's the most difficult challenge that they have to confront. Especially, I mean, coming from a CFO background, that is a challenge that I see. And when I talk to a lot of IT companies, big IT companies, they try to sell their products to organizations. So they're trying to sell $1 million or $2 million package or a platform to an organization. And the first thing the CFO asks them is, what is the ROI? What is the return I'm going to get for this? So you tell them, okay, you can automate things, you can do this and that and whatever. So, okay, the CFO says, I have a team of 100 accountants. So what am I going to get at the end of having implemented your software and your platforms? And the salesperson will say, well, you can save 10 people's jobs because the 10 people at the bottom end, all their work will be automated, right? So the bottom end of the accounting work chain will be automated, right? The accounts payable, the accounts receivable, the journal entries, the preparation of the account. So you save 10 people. And then the CFO says, so what? What can I do? Can I get rid of the 10 people? Or could I do something else with them? Well, you may be able to get rid of them and then you're saving the money, and that's the ROI. But in most organizations, you cannot. And then the common suggestion is that, well, you get them to do higher level stuff. However, what must be understood is that people whose jobs were replaced by AI are necessarily at the lower end of the food chain in the work sense. How can you suddenly get them to do higher end stuff? They are not trained for it. They are not ready for it, right? So that's the first thing. The next thing is CFOs themselves today are not really up to date or up to scratch with AI and technology. Therefore, they don't have confidence that, what they want can be delivered. And that is where I come in. I work with finance professionals. I come from a finance background. I was the global president of one of the largest accounting bodies in the world, CIMA, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, who are now together joined with the American CPAs to form the largest body of accountants in the world. And even today, it's just the beginning of inclusion of AI and technology training for accountants going forward. So it's going to take significantly longer time, perhaps a decade or two, for the current crop of newly trained accountants to be ready in an AI world. That's the challenge. So therefore, in the interim, what do you do? And that's where I come in to help CFOs and their teams to understand what they can do, how they can change what they do, how they can become more effective business partners, etc. Now, while I've talked essentially about the finance function, I can do this for any part of the business, be it sales, be it HR, or be whatever. And that's what leading edge change does for you. You see, so the jobs that are being taken over by AI are those that can be structured, very well structured, very precise. They are jobs that can be written on a script type thing. A month-end closing. How do you make a payment? How do you do a journal? They're very scripted, right? And therefore, those can be automated easily. AI can do that job very easily, right? But the AI will struggle to do things where some human interaction is needed, right? Having said that, even jobs at a higher end can be enhanced using AI. Not totally replaced by AI, but enhanced, where the persons doing those jobs can use AI to do a lot of the back-end work, perhaps, the research, or getting the basic stuff that would have taken a lot of time to be provided to them. And then they could add value on that. So my key point that I tell a lot of people, right, be it accountants, be whoever, AI is not going to take your job. But AI is going to take the jobs of those who do not know how to use AI. Just a few months ago, a legal firm in the US was taken to task by the judge because that legal firm used AI generated material which was false, right? And that happened. And I don't know whether you know here, but one of the big consultancy firms here was doing some consulting for the government, and they produced a report on AI and gave that to the government. The humans must learn how to use AI to their best advantage and to help them with all the mundane tasks. So let them not be replaced. Now I'm in a family. My wife is in a job which can perhaps will be the last to be replaced by AI. She's an early childhood teacher. She's an early childhood teacher, right? And then, I mean, so, but can she use AI? Yes, she can, right? So she used to be working quite late at night doing stuff, and I asked her, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm writing lesson plans," right? I said, "Okay, you're writing lesson plans. Come on, I'll show you something. What lesson plan are you writing?" "Right, I want to do a lesson plan for preschoolers who are going to kindergarten." And then I said, "Okay, take out your computer." I got on ChatGPT and said, "Create a lesson plan for children going to preschool children going to kindergarten, you know, to teach them arithmetic or number or reading or whatever." And ChatGPT spat it out. I said, "Right, now see this." And she was shocked because it gave pages and pages of what could be done to train preschool, preschool children. Right? So I told her, right, ChatGPT will give you this, but now you have to add your experience, your knowledge, right, all your years of training to verify that and enhance that. And that's how you use it, because she would have been spending hours and hours just noting those things down, which now just come up, and then she adds value to it. That's where AI should. That's how AI should be used.